Let's look back at the 1997-98 Elite Eight URI Rams. 25-9, 12-4 in the Atlantic 10. Finished the season as the number 11 team in the country in the coaches poll. 6'1" junior, 9 points a game, 3 rebounds per game. Number 40 in points all-time at URI with over 1,200 of them. Number 5 in three-pointers made with 181. Number 8 in three-point percentage, 38%. And top 25 in assists and in steals as well. Preston Murphy.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. We really appreciate it. I'd like to thank the Lord for allowing me to see another day. There's a member of our 97-98 team that passed away last year from leukemia. He transferred in from St. John, so you won't see him on the roster, but I'm sure a lot of us aren't aware of that. So Ed Brown lost his life to cancer last year. I'd just like to acknowledge him, even though he wasn't traveling with us. He was very much a part of the team, off the floor, and a big part of our community. So I just wanted to acknowledge him. It's an incredible moment when you're able to sit back and kind of reflect and celebrate on your accomplishments. I mean, the 88 team was fantastic. That always gave us kind of like a goal to go after as a 98 team. And it's a tremendous day when you're able to sit back and kind of reflect on that. Given the last couple of years, I think that it's very important to celebrate accomplishments of teams and individuals while you still have the opportunity to. The architect of our 97-98 team, Coach Al Skinner, he did a masterful job of evaluating talent and people. We had players from Germany, California, Philadelphia, Ohio, Atlanta, Connecticut, and myself being from Michigan. Not to sound too cliche-ish, but I believe that we were a collection of better people than we were basketball players. We were great friends off the court. We were great in the community, and we were great in the classroom. Well, at least some of us were. But it was a very special group, a special unit, and it was put together by a special coaching staff. Coach Skinner was a man of very few words, but when he spoke to us, we listened. I recall a time as a freshman getting off to kind of a slow start shooting. And I was like, wow, it wasn't going great, maybe 6 or 7 games in. And Al brought me into his office and he said, hey, if you're going to continue to shoot the ball like that, I'm not going to be able to play you as much. And as a 17-year-old kid that was used to scoring a lot of points, that was like earth-shattering. I was like, wow. When I was scoring, I'm not able to shoot. What's the purpose of playing this sport? And I had to do a little self-reflecting. But I did what I needed to do to get on track. But Coach Skinner did a good job of really setting a foundation of accountability and really telling truths to us. As a guy that's been in coaching for the last 16, 17 years, I believe that's missing in grassroots basketball. People really telling the truth. And I think that's a great characteristic that Al instilled on that team and kind of laid the foundation for what we were able to do that 97-98 run. I couldn't think of a better coach to transition from Coach Skinner than Coach Jim Herrick. I mean, he was tremendous for us as a team. He was exactly what the doctor ordered. He was exactly what we needed. He kept us all connected and very focused on winning, especially with that national championship pedigree that he brought to Kingston. He had a lot of signature sayings. I mean, he had Coach could get you to, he would pull the best out of you one way or the other. One of my favorite sayings were, and this would usually happen like a Saturday morning early practice. We'll be dragging a little bit, and he'll walk by and say, "Hey, Murphy, you can't hoop with the Owls if you want to soar with the Eagles." and he would say these sayings that when he would walk away and leave our presence, and then we had to think about it for a couple seconds, like, all right, how did he know we were out? But he had a way of knowing it, and kind of motivating us. So it was great. Another one of his sayings that he used to say is that he missed that shot so bad he made it, and so that was when a guy would shoot a shot and bank it in, then call it backboard. So he would say that, and it was always just enough just to leave you on the edge of your seat, and he would just walk away and finish on what he had to do. But you know, one of the greatest things he did for our team was to keep our egos in check. You know, coming off of, you know, 2 postseasons, you know, everyone wanted more, and he did a great job of getting us to sacrifice for one another and keeping us all connected and together. And probably the most influential one of his catchphrases were, let me make sure I get this right, Coach, I don't want to mess this up, is that it's amazing what you can accomplish when no one cares who gets the credit. And I believe everyone of the players on that 97-98 team actually believe that, and we actually live by that way on and off the court.